Hey everybody, it's Tiffany from Stuff Parents Need, and I want to talk to you today about the most pain I have ever been in outside of childbirth. It happened in college. This is when I developed my very first ear infection. It sort of progressed throughout the day. I didn't even know what it was at first, but as the day wore on, I realized I really can't hear out of this ear. That's kind of how it started. And then I was like, it kind of hurts. And then by the late afternoon, I was like, oh my gosh, this really, really hurts. This is very serious. Of course, by that point, doctor's offices were closed. There wasn't really a convenient thing for me to do besides go to the ER. So there I was in the ER, getting progressively worse. And I waited 3.5 hours, which, as you know, by ER standards, it's not so bad. I was totally convinced that my eardrum was going to burst, that I was going to lose my hearing for all time. I just cried and cried in the waiting room because I was in such intense pain. I mean, I still remember it. It was excruciating. The doctor who saw me, it took her 2 seconds to diagnose me. I remember her literally like taking the little ear thing, going, oh yeah, you have a total ear infection. And I'm like, she gave me some Tylenol with codeine, which helped a little bit, prescribed me some medicine, sent me on my way. I had to go out to Walgreens or whatever it was and go get my prescription filled. My parents had a $200 ER copay on their insurance to deal with, and I think the medicine that I got, I don't know, might have been $75 or $80. It was quite expensive. And I had hours that I had to endure this without any relief. And I'm telling you about this because there's a product on the market called Eardoc that I'm excited to learn about, and I'm thrilled to have in my medicine cabinet. Basically, this is a device that anybody can have in their home and that uses vibrations. You put it behind your ear and you can turn it on. It's safe to use as many times as you want. It basically helps break up some of that fluid that's trapped in your ear. That's part of what causes an ear infection. It sort of helps you drain it, providing relief right away. What I would have given to have had something like this. I have not used it because thankfully I have not had an ear infection since this arrived in my home. Dara has had one, not since this arrived, but she's had one in her life, and I watch her like a hawk because I know how painful they are. I'm very sensitive to them. Should she develop one in the future, which is likely because little kids do, I will put this to immediate use. I'm thrilled to have it. It's $55. I think it's worth every penny. Just think about how much money my parents spent, and oh yeah, that was 10 years ago, to help relieve my ear infection, and I had to endure hours of pain. It's great to know that this can be right in my home and help me before things get out of control. So thanks, Eardoc.